Hey guys, welcome back to the Salice Rose Show. I'm Salice Rose and my guest here is Gabby. Today's episode is going to be about fake friends in general. So I know she has a lot of stories to tell. I know I have some stories to tell. So if you guys are ready to get into it, let's do it.
What makes you think you're a fake friend versus you're a real friend?
Bitch, please. So I feel like back in the day, I had a few fake tendencies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't the perfect friend either. And I don't know, but I know now I'm a good fucking friend because now I know how pure friendships are. Mm-hmm. So much to the point where I keep to myself so much these days because I've just been through so much. Like I've been through a lot of trauma myself with friendships and I'm sure done my fair share of shit that I shouldn't have done. But now that I have like the friends that I have left, at least, you know, because I don't trust anybody, I really, really do value good friendships. So, I mean, I don't really necessarily know what makes me a good friend. I feel like I do a lot for my friends. Like I do everything. Kind of like what you were talking about. Like, you're like the mom, like you pay for everything. You're the one that does everything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I do. I don't know if that makes me a good fucking friend or a sugar mama, but, but I feel like I'm a good friend. Shit. What do you think?
So in the friendships that I've had, I'm trying to think like the red flags that you see when a person starts to appear like they're a bad friend. Mm-hmm. Like I know like, and I've had some relationships with girls specifically, because to be honest, like I feel like girls are messier than guys. We're a little bit more petty. Our emotions I think
a lot of females act on emotion versus like thinking about it first.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah. So with the people that I've been friends with, I have because I have like a fair share of my own issues that I deal with, and I have set like clear boundaries like with my friends, and I'm like telling them like I don't feel comfortable talking about these topics. Like I just like I'm the person to set boundaries in situations, and like when my boundaries are constantly being like overstepped and just like disregarded, I feel like I've had a friend who's constantly done that to me. Well, old friend now, but
spill the tea.
That was like a red flag for me when I'm like, okay, she doesn't seem like she's probably a real friend. She's probably a fake friend.
Yeah, and I think that goes hand in hand. Like even this is not about like relationships, but I'm gonna say something really quick. If you're like friends with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody and you're setting clear boundaries, how Gabby was saying, and like you're like, this is what I'm okay with, this is what I'm not okay with, and you keep on crossing the line just to benefit yourself, at that point you can't get mad at me for wanting to just leave that friendship, you know?
So if you're setting a boundary and someone's getting mad at you, that is one of my biggest pet peeves, because they try to turn it around on you as if like you're the bitch, you're the bad person, like you are now the bad friend. But it's like, if you would have just continued to respect my boundaries and return the energy that I'm giving you,
we would have still been friends.
Exactly.
That's really what it's about. It's just like, I know respecting boundaries can be hard for a lot of people, and it can be like, I don't know, uncomfortable, I think is the right word. But in respecting boundaries, like, I don't know, it makes the other person feel safe. And when you're in a friendship or in a relationship, it can't all just be about you. It has to be about the person that you're like, you know, fucking with, whether it's like relationship or friendship. Boundaries are important and healthy. And one thing I live by is that if I ever set a new boundary in a friendship or like a relationship and that like irritates you or makes you angry, how you said, it's almost like they used to benefit off of me not having any boundaries. So now I'm like, well, fuck, if you're mad at me for setting a boundary, then I start rethinking my shit. Like, what did you benefit? Did you like, I don't, it could be 1,000 different things, but like people start getting mad at boundaries and it's just like, I know you weren't here for me, you were here for you. So that's what I think about it.
What's an example of a boundary?
Oh, an example of a boundary, I would say, okay, for example, in a friendship or relationship.
Friendship.
I would say friendship in this case,
For a friendship, one thing that irritates me, I guess, in a friendship. So I'm gonna tell you what irritates me as well as the boundary all in one. Is I understand when you're like friends with someone and your friend finally finds love and she's so in love with somebody and she's like on cloud motherfucking 9, goddamn whatever, and all of a sudden she forgets about her friends. Okay. So I feel like we need to, like, when you're friends with someone, set a clear boundary. Like, look, I'm not asking to be your fucking everything. I'm not your partner, but I am asking for respect. Like, yeah, be in your relationship, do what you have to do, but also don't forget about the people who were here for you in the beginning. Like,
when
I feel like
person wasn't.
Exactly. Because whether that relationship lasts forever or not, don't forget about your fucking friends who were here for you at your lowest, at your highest. And now we feel pushed to the side. And I feel like that's why I've recently had to let go of a lot of my friends because it's almost like that quote that says, stop texting people first and watch how many dead plants you've been watering.
That's so true.
And I've been doing that ever since. So my boundary with that is like, don't forget about your friends when you get with someone. Don't forget about who was there for you first when you are all in love and shit.
But you said that, though. That's kind of funny that you say that because I feel like that's what everyone wants because that's why we have those sayings where it's like sisters before misters, like bros before hoes.
Yeah.
Like everybody has those sayings, but like I feel like no one listens to them.
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning, they don't listen to them.
That's true.
You know, I feel like in the beginning, I mean, dude, I'm fucking guilty of this. I have been this bitch that I'm talking about before. When I was like 19 to like, I'm going to say 21, 22, I was too scared to set a boundary. I was so in love that I was like, oh, my friends are going to be there. Like if we broke up and were they there? They were. But then I felt like shit. I was like,
did you ever own up to it? Like
I did. I
Okay.
did. And I also, it got done back to me. So like I had a really, really strong friendship recently and we were like literally fucking inseparable.
Yeah.
Up until she got with this new guy. And ever since she got with him, it's been 2 years. I've seen her, I think once. And I'm just like, okay, I know what it feels like now. So I think it's always good to like set a boundary. Like, hey, like I'm invested in this fucking friendship and I know you're in love. Be in love. Go have kids. Do whatever the fuck you got to do. Be a good wife, a good girlfriend, whatever the fuck you want to be. But also don't forget to be a good friend because who's going to be there for you like whenever you're at your lowest? Who's going to give you advice? Who are you going to text? Who are you going to call? Because at that point, when they want to come back, it's already too fucking late.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't just expect someone to be waiting for you always.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so let's say you're cutting out, these toxic people from your life, friends who aren't really friends. How do you make new friends? Like as an adult, like not going, you don't go to college, you're not going to school. Like, how do you make friends as like an adult?
So you want to go ahead and answer that one first as like
I really think that's going to be hard for you to answer.
Oh, I can answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because like me, like I worked a regular job. Like I worked at, it's like a makeup store. So like I wasn't going to school anymore, but I had the opportunity to like make friends with my coworkers and they happened to be around my same age. So like I was in a public environment where everyone is going to spend a good amount of time together so that we're naturally going to become friends. So I feel like that, unfortunately, that is how people make their friends, like through work. Yeah. But like, I feel like it's hard for you though, because since like you're in the public, like, are you getting friends or do people want clout? Like, that's my question.
Let me try to answer this question as quickly as possible. No, what the fuck? We got time. So with me, the beginning of social media, like till this day, I love my life right now a lot. Please don't get me wrong. I'm obsessed with everything that I have and who I have around me. But till this day, the best memories I've ever had was before I had like the clout that I do have now. Because back then I was able to make like friendships. And I know that they were there for me because I had like what? I don't know, not 80,000 followers with no
80,000? She acts like that's a normal thing.
But I will say, and I'm not trying to sit here and victimize myself because I've done a lot of wrong myself too. But I will say that I've been hurt a lot since I've been on social media for the past literally it's been a decade, 10 years. I've been hurt from friendships to relationships. And now it's like, I have such a hard time trusting anybody because if I go around you, are you going to be fake just to be my friend? Are you going to use me as like bragging rights? Like, oh, it's because I know Salice Rose, ha ha ha. Or like, is your camera always going to be in my fucking face when we're hanging out? Like, can I ever just have a genuine friendship where you ask me like, how is your day? How are you mentally? How have you been? How's work for you? I don't get that. I get, oh, fuck, dude, like we should go out sometime. You should come out to my fucking hosting I'm doing. You should come here. When I get invited somewhere now, it's all to give them clout.
They want something in return all the time.
Yeah, which is like, I don't know. And I don't mean that in like in a bad way. Like I don't mind like my fans asking for pictures. Like that's fucking amazing. I love it. But like if you're my friend, like you have to know a boundary. Like I'm still a human. Like I still bleed red. Like I want a genuine friendship. I want to sit on the fucking couch in my goddamn onesie, drinking wine, talking about our fucking day here. You know what I mean? So I don't always want to be an influencer even on when the cameras are off. And I think people fail to realize that now. Like, can I tell a quick story really quick? This is not to badmouth anybody, but I recently, I made a new fucking friend at the bar. At the bar. Let's go play some make a friend. But I made a new friend at the bar a few months ago, and we ended up hanging out once. It was super cool for like an hour or so, whatever, but that's not enough time. So me and this girl went with like a huge group of friends to San Diego, actually. And she was just not the person I met at the bar. Oh. You know what people say? You never know who someone is, friendship or relationship, until you go on a vacation with them. So I took her on that vacation with me. And the entire time she had her phone out, FaceTiming her. Oh, look, it's Elise. Say hi. And I'm like, dude, like, I love my fans, but I don't fuck with what you're doing. Don't get the two mixed the fuck up.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she would throw low blows. She would be like, oh, are you wearing like extensions because you want long hair like me? I'm just kidding. Like, you know, when those bitches be trying to compliment you. Yes. Like, girl, if you're gonna say some rude shit, don't be a coward and speak the fuck up. Just say it. But
say
she
with
was,
your chest.
yeah, stand up and say it. And I was like, this is why I don't make new friends. And I know not everybody is like her, but the one time I let somebody in and I was like, dude, let's go on a vacation. I'll pay for everything, yada, yada, yada. She was like weirdly jealous of me the entire time and trying to compete with me the entire time and using me as clout versus like a friend. And that's why like I stick to the people that I know. Like, for example, like my friend back here watching, I've known him for like a good 8 years and I don't plan on like ending that friendship anytime soon, because if I have friendships that have been there for a long time and I know they're here for me since before the fame, like it's hard to let go of those.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. 'Cause I feel like,
I don't know,
whenever you meet someone new, then you're gonna have to like have that in the back of your head, because the one person that you did like let in to try to like enter the circle, they just like did you dirty. They were trying to use you.
Have you ever been dirty by a friend? Like done dirty at least like recently?
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like,
what was the worst, I guess? What was the time that you got done the dirtiest that like you just cannot let go of? You know, you don't have to be super like, you don't have to explain everything all the way in detail, but like what's one time that like stuck to you?
okay, so I can only say it from my perspective.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware that other people have their own perspectives. I haven't been the most perfect friend either. But my friend group was a big friend group. We were like inseparable, all living together for like 4, almost 5 years.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then like little things would start to happen and none of us talked about it. I know that I'm personally, like I struggle with being really passive aggressive towards people.
Shit, really?
Yeah, like I can like,
Oh,
because
bitch.
I'll want to forgive them and I'll tell them I forgive them, but like part of me like, doesn't let it go.
Because you're still hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I do let that kind of like take
Part in that.
take part in it. So like I definitely had been passive aggressive in a lot of instances with this group of friends. But they weren't perfect either.
Yeah.
And so like as we like we're coming to like the end of our friendship, or like well now I know it was the end.
Yeah.
A person that I brought into the friend group, I introduced them, took interest in somebody in the friend group. And it was like a thing that we were all observing, because they wanted her, she didn't want them.
Okay.
And I don't know, it just like from an outside perspective, it didn't look like it was ever gonna happen organically or genuinely. So I kind of just got protective of that friend I introduced into the circle. And after a lot of drama happened, this person cut the guy off, or like said I didn't want anything serious with you. And then me and my friend were being close again. And as soon as that started happening and the girl already had beef with me, all of a sudden like she took interest in him. And then next thing you know, like he's not talking to me anymore. Like I just like slowly got cut off. So like once again, like it's only my perspective. I've never asked them about it. Yeah. But like to me, that's how it looks, as if like she was like, "Don't talk to Gabri," or like I don't know. It's just weird. It's really weird. So like that hurt me the most, because it just seems like everyone started hating me
all at
without
once.
anybody.
But you know what they say?
Why.
Karma will always spin the fucking block. So if you've ever been that type of bitch to ruin like a whole like lot of friendships because you wanted to be the center of attention, or you were fucking jealous, or you were just envious, just know, no offense, girl, like even if you pray and God's gonna forgive you, karma will always spin the fucking block for you, because you don't get to put shit out into this universe and be fucking spiteful with it and expect to just not deal with your shit of like karma. You know what I mean?
No,
I feel like
true.
Nowadays people just moving away as if karma doesn't exist. Like I'm such a firm bitch. I should get karma tatted on me. I'm always talking about karma, because I feel like people just take life so lightly. They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this guy for money. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck him and do. And guess what's gonna happen to you? Like the same thing's gonna happen to you. Like you can't just go around using people, hurting people, whether it's a friend or relationship, and expect you to live a great life. That's why there's a quote that says, how does it go? I think it says, you don't get to do ugly shit to people and live a beautiful life. You may live a good, beautiful life for a little bit. Yeah. But when you least expect it, everything you've ever done wrong to someone will come back to you times fucking 10 all at once, and you're not gonna know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? So karma's a bitch.
So what's been your worst falling out?
Like the most spiteful, or just like the worst one in general?
I guess the most memorable for you. Like what really, like when you think about falling out with a friend, like what's the first memory that you go to?
Well, the two best friends I've had, like this past few years, those falling outs have been like really, 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 really fucking hard. Okay, I don't know if anybody is like this. Maybe I'm kind of weird. I don't know. But I invest into my friendships way more than my relationships sometimes. And I know that's not good. Sorry.
That's not bad, though.
You know?
No, I don't think that's bad. I think that's normal,
you know?
honestly.
And I think they just hurt to end because it's almost like nothing bad really happened. Well, one of them got all in love and shit we're talking about. And just kind of forgot about everybody, which is fine because she's been trying to reach out recently. That's a whole different question. Anyway,
come back.
Yeah, different one. Just thinking about like the memories that we've been through, what we've like gone through together.
The reminiscing.
It fucking sucks.
It's like you start simping over your friend.
Yes. Like no one talks about how painful it is when like a real fucking friendship ends. Like at that point, you're just like, how do I fucking feel? Like, why am I sad over this bitch? Like that was just my friend. But like there's like a thing as like friend breakups. You know what I mean?
That's what they say. Friends are like the family that you pick. So that's why it's gonna hurt. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's almost like you go from talking to someone every fucking day for years at a time, knowing their every fucking move, to now being like, does she have kids now? Where does she live? I hope she's good. Yeah. Like I hope she's doing well. Like it's like a whole fucking 360, I feel like, but I don't know. I think friendships have to come to an end as hard as it is because there's so much growth in that. There's growth in every fucking falling out you have with people. You know what I mean? It's painful.
I don't know. I suck at the whole, like...
She's like, I don't know, bitch, I guess.
No, it's like, I'm the kind of person, like, I want to hold on to people as long as
much
I
as you can.
So one of the friends in the group I still talk to, she's like, yeah, fuck them. Like, I don't care about them. Like, I'll talk my shit. If someone asks me, I'll tell them. And I'm the kind of person who's like, well... I want to try to see it from their perspective. Yeah. And she's like, no, like, stop trying to, like, hold on to hope. So I suck at the growing and understanding that, like, if it happened and it's done, like, leave it there.
Let it be.
I'm the kind of person who's like, no, like, there's a sliver of hope that maybe that, I don't know.
But you have a good heart, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. So, I don't know. Yeah, what she's saying, it kind of reminds me of, like, one thing my sister told me, and I will never fucking forget. It was when I was like hella motherfucking naive. I was like, it wasn't even that long ago. I was like 20, 22, 23. Now I'm 28.
That's
bitch.
how old I am. Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm 20 and 28 and I'm like, bitch, try me. But I was going through, let's just say, the ugliest breakup I've ever gone through in my life. Not painful because I wasn't really sad over it but it just got really, really motherfucking ugly. Right? And I told my sister, why would this person do this to me? Like, I would have never done this to them. Like, there has to be a reason as to why. Like, should I reach out? And she was like, you need to fucking stop trying to find the good in people when sometimes there is no fucking good in people. And I was like, say that again. What? And when she said it, yeah, speak up, bitch. And I've been living by that ever since because I'm like you, we're very empathetic people. But not everybody deserves that shit of me.
That's true.
So when you start seeing people for who they are versus like who you wish they were, who you want them to be, who they say they are, but you see them for who the fuck they are, like an x-ray machine, you just kind of learn how to let go.
That makes me like, with relationships, I always like on TikTok and stuff, where they're like, girls fall in love with guys' potentials. But maybe we do that with friends too, where it's like, in the beginning, everyone's like friends and happy and everyone's gonna like be a nice person to one another. But when they start like, as time passes, they're gonna show you more of their character and more of who they are. Yeah. So like, but we hold on to like that first version of them when they were at their best, I guess.
Yes. And at that point, when they show you who they are, now it's up to you to either believe it or keep lying to yourself. That right there is the hard pill to swallow. That right there is the bitch. Now that someone hurt you and they showed you, hey, this is who I am. Here's a red flag. Here's my intentions. Now, are you going to be like, let me give you another chance and just see if you're not tripping? Or should I be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. I don't care if you call me bitter. I don't care if you think that I let go of people too quickly. I don't give a fuck. Like, you show me who you are. And now it's my choice to walk the fuck away or just believe the lies again until you eventually get fed up with your own shit. At that point, that applies to like everybody. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't know. I feel like that applies to like, I don't know, business perspective, relationship. Like sometimes you have to get mad at the things that you tolerate as a person before you actually change. Like you have to start getting pissed off. Like, why the fuck am I still here? Why the fuck am I letting this motherfucker cheat on me 17 times?
True.
Why the fuck did I let this friend fuck me over 7 times? You have to get so mad at your own fucking behavior for things to actually change. Do you feel like that's true for you?
I do think that's true. I feel like I'm the kind of, like I said, I'm the kind of person who keeps letting people back in, who keeps letting people like use me in a way, even though I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like one of my friends told me that don't let myself, I'm trying to phrase it right, but like don't let myself get treated in a way I wouldn't let someone treat my best friend.
Right.
And I was like, that's true. Because if anyone looks dirty at my best friend, like she's gonna catch hands.
It's game over,
like,
bitch.
I'm like the most protective person over like my little sister, my friends and stuff like that. But like when it comes to myself, I'm like such a crybaby over friendships. It's so annoying.
You're
so
like a little softy, but that's good though because you care, and it's nothing bad about you. It's not that you're too soft. It's just that you're hanging around people that don't value you as a person. Yeah. You got to be around people that appreciate that side of you. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So the last thing I'll add, like what you just said, like I think as humans we're so used to like, oh, I can give the best fucking advice, like how you like with your sister or your friends. Oh, like I can give you guys the best. Don't fucking hurt my best friend. But when it comes to us, we're like, it's fine.
It's like we're little kids again. Like we don't know how to stick up for ourselves.
Yeah, and you made a good point. When I give my friends advice, at least, I always say the same fucking line at the end of my paragraph. I'm like, if you had a daughter, if you had a daughter, would you be okay with her dealing with this shit right now? Would you be okay with her going through this shitty ass relationship? No, fuck no, that's my daughter. Okay, well then fuck no, this is you.
You've definitely told me that a few times.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, if you wouldn't let your daughter like be hurting like this over like a fuck boy, or your son hurting over like this dumb bitch or whatever the fuck, why do you allow yourself to put up with shit that you know you don't deserve? Do you think you deserve less or some shit? I don't know. If I had alcohol, I would be chugging right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Shit.
So it sounds like you guys get very emotionally attached to your friendships, which is, 100% okay. But then that poses the question, right? Can guys and girls really be friends if you're that attached?
Because we get our emotions involved, so can we? Oh my gosh.
Well.
I've had this discussion like with my boyfriend a lot because he's a very firm believer that guys and girls can't be friends because someone's always going to want the other person. I don't know if this is me speaking from a place of being like naive or young still. I mean, we're at the same age. So, like, why does he think? Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that they can be friends.
Yeah.
Because like I've had a group of friends like in high school and it was like an even amount of guys to girls and I classified all those guys like as my brothers and not in the pick me way girl way where it's like, oh my god, he's just my brother. No, like
it was a genuine good friendship.
Like we were like all in the same AP classes, like we're like a little group of nerds, you know, like we were all just like we were just friends, like genuine friends who would like do our English projects together, like nothing weird,
genuine
nothing
connection.
Sketchy. Yes, there are some sketchy things in the group, but like
we're not talking about that right
now. But I think like I was never like attracted to like some of them in that way, and vice versa.
Until you're heartbroken or drunk, maybe.
Girl, no.
Okay, so with me, I feel like, dude, the girls are gonna hate me. I don't care. I'm sorry.
You say no, huh?
I don't think guys and girls can be friends.
What?
And I'm gonna explain why.
Okay, I'm really curious. I've been with nothing but
bitches for the past 10 years. Well, mostly it's for OnlyFans. We'll talk about that later on. I will say this. Look, bitch, this is just my experience. Don't hate me for this, but I've had a lot of guy friends.
Okay.
Especially for the past 10 years being on social media, and there's a lot that are still my friends, but they've all tried to get at me at some point. There's been some times where I'm like, is he really this ugly? Or am I just bored right now? Like, I feel like there's always...
Like a what if?
Like a what if?
A question mark above the person?
Yeah, like, are you that ugly? And he'll like throw like a little heart eyes on my selfie. And I'm like, oh, that's just my homie. Now that's my homie trying to fuck. Like, that's his way of being like, here, what's up? You know?
I feel like you're giving me perspective on this right now too. Because I feel like I have some guys who I've deemed as just friends, like growing up.
To you.
And then I'm always like I post a selfie on my Instagram story.
They're like, oh, flawless.
And they're like, you look so good! Exclamation point. And then my boyfriend's like, or he's trying to get at you.
Or they'll compliment you in a way where they're almost like your bestie. Like, I know how to read dudes, motherfucker. Like, literally. They'll compliment you in a way like, oh, like, this is amazing. Or like, oh, flawless. Or like, this is cool. Love that, by the way. And I'm like,
So do guys just have ulterior motives?
Fuck, just say
That's my question.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like, I know everybody's friendships are different, but I personally feel like guys and girls, I'm sorry. y'all can't be friends because eventually one of y'all is gonna find attraction, or you're gonna be bored or drunk, or you're gonna be heartbroken.
But for that to be true, okay, what if they don't find each other attractive at all? Like, what if they can only be friends when neither of them are attracted to each other, and they can't be friends if somebody finds each other attractive? Does that make sense?
Not really.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you say it again? Not really.
Okay, so a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
They have no sense of attraction to one another.
Nothing.
So can they be friends versus a group where the girl doesn't like him, but he might like her, or vice versa? You know? Does physical attractiveness like play a part into that?
No, because again, I don't know. I have some guy friends that I'm not attracted to at all. I'm like, I would never. But they still try. So again, like, I don't know if we could be friends. Because even if, okay, let's put in perspective.
You could be genuine and wanting a regular friendship, but they might not be?
Exactly. Okay. So that means that we can't be friends, because let's just say one day I get in a relationship with a man or a woman, whatever. And even though I don't like the guy, the friend, if he's still trying to get at me, that's gonna make my partner feel uncomfortable. Oh, so although I don't ever want to fuck my homie, he still wants to fuck me. So I can't tell my partner, well, oh my God, like,
he's just a friend.
Yeah, like, I don't want it. It doesn't matter. Fact of the matter, ew, I just spit. Bitch, I'm passionate. Fact of the matter is that he still wants to fuck. And I can't stay friends with someone, whether I'm with someone or not, that cannot get the fucking hint. You know what I mean? So I feel, I'm sorry, I feel like y'all can't be friends.
You said no.
I don't even have friends right now, so I can say this, you know, by choice. But yeah, I feel like they can't. Someone's always gonna, I don't fucking know. It's a no for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think I agree maybe now. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one.
Yeah.
Do you think it could ever evolve from like a platonic thing to something else? I think like a lot of guys are like, yeah, I just want to be friends. Like, let's just be friends. And the girl's like, yeah, we're just friends. No. And then you guys are like homies for like a year, and then you're like, oh, well, then he's not like that ugly, or like, hey, she has a little something about herself. No. You know what I mean?
No, you know why? Because not all dudes get salty. When a guy's trying to get at you, let's be realistic here. He's like, oh, what's up? Like, let me get your number. Yeah. Ew. And you're like, oh, no thanks. I have a boyfriend. He's like, he won't let you have friends or what?
The amount of times that gets said at the club.
And then you're like, no, he does, but I'm not interested. Oh, come on, let me get your number. We'll just be friends. I got a girl too. We'll be friends. And eventually some girls are like, okay, fine. Meaning he just said what he literally just wanted you. And the minute you said, no, let's be friends. Come on. And he gonna be your fucking friend until you're 85. And the minute you're single, he's still gonna wanna fuck. Because you know what? I know people. I don't
know, man. I know. Like she be doing that. You be doing that?
I mean, I never get rejected, but I also never hit on anybody first. Sorry. I'm the princess. Try to get at me, right? But yeah, again, and that same thing goes for girls. Like, if no offense, fuck that. Offense to you if you get at people and when you know they're in a relationship, like, you're fucking weird for doing that. Like, they're taken. Same thing with bitches. Like, oh, he's in a relationship, but like, let me just be like, hey, hope you've been well. Send like a little heart here and there. Maybe
your girlfriend's so pretty.
Bitch. And even,
let me tell you about that one.
Right. So although he may not even be buying into that shit, it's just like the bitch is still trying. You know what I mean? Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's all about setting boundaries and fucking respect.
That leads me to a question, actually. What do you think of the whole girl best friend thing? Like, if you start dating a guy, okay, and he has a girl best friend.
Fuck you and fuck her. Y'all can go be together. I'm not about it. Bitch, you know what? Listen. No. Call me jealous, call me crazy, but you're not gonna call me stupid, okay? You can go ahead, go be friends with your little best friend, go on your little fucking picnics. Oh, that's my sister. I don't know you fucked your sister. Fuck that. I don't buy that shit. Oh, she's like my cousin. Okay, bet. So when I have a guy best friend, I'm gonna tell you, no, that's like my brother, babe. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, now you get it, right, bitch? Now you get it. So with me, I'm so far past the fucking point in my life where I'm like, hey, like, this is a boundary. You want to go ahead and drop them. Like, I don't want to have to tell you to block them. If you're not coming correct, I'm 20 fucking 8. Like, get the fuck out of my face. What do you think about it?
I think I agree.
You're a boyfriend right now. Let's say he was like, babe, I have a girl best friend I never told you about, by the way. What the fuck you gonna say to that, bitch?
I think it depends, because like, he does have like a friend who's a girl who they've been friends since they were little, okay?
I don't give a damn. And now y'all grown. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No. Look, I've met her, and she's like like, I honestly feel like when she's been in town, like, I've hung out with her more than he's hung out with her. Like, my boyfriend's also really good about respect and boundaries. So, like, maybe if I had, like, one of their boyfriends who, like, be shady, then I'd be like, nah. But I feel like maybe it depends on the partner that you have who, like, sets boundaries and respects your relationship.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
Because I know my boyfriend would never put himself in a position that he would want to be, like, vice versa. You know? Like, something I'd be doing, like, you know? Like.
So you're okay with him having a best friend, a girl best friend?
As long as, like, there's, like, I'm priority. Let me tell you that. I am priority.
Yeah.
So as long as I remain the priority and, like, the respect is, like, given and everything is out in the open, then, like, I don't necessarily see an issue with it. Yeah. But I do know some people are shady as hell. So I don't blame girls for being like, yeah, you can't have a girl best friend. Like, I get it.
Okay, so I have a question then. What if, let's say in this hypothetical scenario, she shoots her shot? Is there coming back from that and him just being like, no, we're just friends?
The doors are right there, girl. Get out. Yeah, no, absolutely not.
So wait, if she tries, let's say I have a man. Let's say she tries to get at my man. Mm-hmm. But what's the scenario though? Does he say yes? Does he say no? What?
Like, let's just say they've been friends for a very long time, right?
And she tries to get at him.
Yeah,
well, that takes me back to my point that y'all motherfuckers can't be friends. Guys and girls cannot be friends because eventually one of y'all is gonna get attracted to one of each other, or one of y'all is not gonna get the point, or one of you guys is gonna fucking push a boundary or get drunk. His motherfucker really ain't that ugly. No, I think he still is. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I do have guy friends now, and I know they're attracted to me. I'm sorry. I know that I look good. And they be sending me hard eye emojis at random times, or, you know what I think is the funniest thing ever? I almost said who. I have this guy
like, name drop?
Lord Jesus. We are so close, man. I've known him since I was like literally 20. I'm 28 now, right? And we've always just been friends.
Mm-hmm, that's it.
Well, when I'm in a relationship and I'll post on my close friends, he'll be like hard eyes, like trying to be all supportive. Boy, I fucking see you. I know what you're doing, right? Hard eyes. But then whenever I'm like single and I post selfies, he's like, wow, this is amazing. Like,
wait, why is he still on your close friends then?
Why wouldn't he? I don't like him.
I don't know, but what about the whole thing about your partner being uncomfortable with people like that?
But we haven't had a title in so long. So with me, it's like, if we don't have a title, then that's different. Okay. But guys and girls cannot be friends.
Okay.
So let's say in a platonic relationship, right? Let's say both people are single. One person shoots their shot, but the other person's not interested. Can there still be a genuine friendship after somebody makes that initial move?
I'm like, stumped.
I don't know.
It's because like I want to sit here and like stick to my word and be like, yeah, they can, or like I want to be like, no, they can't. But it's like I'm thinking about things that I've done in my own situations, and I'm like, I'm kind of walking the fine line between agreeing and disagreeing based off what I've done in my past. Like, so I don't want to be like a hypocrite. So I'm like,
well, we're all kind of hypocrites. You can't really run from that. I think, I don't know.
I want to say yes. If I'm being honest, I want to say yes. I want to say that for some people, like personally, like if I ever got rejected in my single days, if I was rejected, that person automatically is like, I will never be attracted to them again. Like that is a no.
But it doesn't make you feel some kind of way that like now you have a friend that's like, like wants to fuck you. Like you're okay with that? Nothing wrong with it, but like you're okay with that.
I'm like,
let's just say like, yeah, like what he was saying, like you guys were whatever. You're okay with the fact that being like, even though I don't like this guy, like I still know at the back of my head, every time we hang out, he wants to fuck. When he watches my stories, he wants to fuck. When I tell my boyfriend about him, like I know that this guy still wants to fuck.
I would probably, I'm not comfortable with that, but I would also never put myself in a position to where that would be like a pressing thing. Like I'd never be like, if I know that this guy wants to get with me, I'm not gonna be like, okay, bye babe, I'm gonna hang out with so and so.
Oh hell no,
like I'm not gonna go do that. Like no,
I'll change a motherfucking lives while you out.
Let's say like we're all in a big friend group and like I'm going to like a friend's party and like the friend is there and I'm like I'm with my partner. Like I'm also not gonna go up there and be like, oh my god, like how have you been? Like I'm just gonna like keep my distance. Like, but not be as close to them? I don't know.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, also, hand in hand, like, if you're attractive, you're attractive. Like, you can't really help who's attracted to you at the same time. Like, you can't, I don't know, shrink yourself to make other people feel better. So, it's a hard life being sexy. You know, it's hard.
It really is. Don't date a bad. No, that's the thing. I always tell people, I'm like, don't date a bad bitch if you can't handle it,
bro.
Let me tell you,
dude. I fucking say this all the time.
yeah.
But then again, sometimes bad bitches don't make it easy for them though, because sometimes they be entertaining just because they know that they can.
That's true.
Because they know that they can, and they know that their dude probably won't leave right away. Speaking from experience, I've done it. Sorry.
I'm sad.
So yeah, I mean, at least speaking for me, like that's why I don't really like titles in relationships. Well, I guess it's not a relationship, but sometimes I'll have a title, sometimes I won't. I just feel like it's too much pressure for me. And I know for a fucking fact, being as free spirited as I am, if I know that I'm gonna go ahead and like flirt with other people, I'm not gonna give you a title and hurt you in the process of me doing my thing. I'm gonna be real and be like, look, I can't give you commitment. I can't give you my all. I can't give you my full everything because I know when you're not looking, I'm gonna be texting people and I tell you that I'm not doing it, but I am doing it. I don't wanna live like that. I'm gonna just be upfront and honest. And I feel like if people did that, cheating would like not be a thing anymore. You know, no one's saying the guy has to be in a relationship or the girl has to be ready. Just keep it fucking real. Like just tell them what you want, what you're not ready for, what you're not willing to tolerate. And that's it.
Just be open. That's the thing that fixes everything. Being open and communicating.
Yeah, communication goes the longest fucking way.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've established that guys and girls can't be friends, right? Speaking on a non-gender term, like if you have a fallout with a friend, would you ever give that friend another chance? Like, what is that to you personally? Like, speaking from experience.
Maybe it depends on the degree to which they hurt someone. Like, I know for me personally, like, there's, like, small things that, like, I haven't, like, been friends with people about anymore where I'm, like, I'm just not going to talk to you as much. But, like, if they came back.
It's not that serious
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, if you've, like, done me, like, hella dirty. Like, for example, I have a friend who I was best friends with in high school. Like, best friends. And she had this continuous thing with this guy that was, like, she'd be crying about. Or
my God, bitch.
I was always
Don't ask me
there
for advice
her.
if you're not gonna fucking take it the first 1,000 times.
But like I'll keep giving it to her. I keep giving her the same advice over and over and over again. Yeah. And then I had something going on with my family, like a really big thing. And then so I was like less responsive to her, okay? And then one day like I'm like, okay, what's going on? And she's like telling me the same thing. And I'm just like, she's like, why haven't you been responding? And I'm like, girl,
why are you still with him?
I was like, girl, I'm sorry. Like this stuff has been going on. Like I'm talking like deep ass shit going on with my family. And her response to me was like, well, Gabri, everybody's going through things. And I was like, bitch, you're talking about your boyfriend.
Others by choice, bitch.
Exactly.
Others by choice.
So like shit like that, I'm like, I'll never give her another chance. Cause I'm like, if you lack that much self-awareness, like if you can't self-regulate, how are you just gonna be a good friend? Like I can't. So.
Yeah, and that all goes hand in hand to what we were talking about earlier. Like you have to understand that in a friendship, it's about the both of you, not just you. That's not how you keep a friendship. But I think with me, I'm at a point where it's like, it's a hard fucking no for me. Like I've been saying yes to people my entire fucking life, being a people pleaser, being someone that's like, no, like they didn't mean it that way. And I've set, not even because it's new year, new me. No, I've set these boundaries last year, like I'm going to say August, I think, where I'm like, if you showed me who you are, I'm just going to believe you and fuck off and never talk to you again. Because even if you did change, that's good. I'm sure that you did. I'm sure that you will keep changing. But I don't have to be a part of your fucking circus along the way. You know, like if my friends came back and they were like, oh, like we broke up, like I miss our friendship, I'm going to leave you undelivered. Because you already hurt me. I'm not going to give you the chance to hurt me again. That's why that quote is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know? So I'm at the point where it's like, I'm okay if friendships end. I'm okay. And I'd rather learn how to miss you versus learn how to adapt to a friendship that is
a toxic one.
Yeah, like one fucking sided. Because that can go on forever if I let it. Or I can just hurt for a little bit, let it go, let the bitch go, do what I have to do, hurt for a little bit, get over it, and be okay with it. Or I can just sit here as long as she keeps me here, because she'll keep me here forever because she's going to want advice 24/7, and it's all about her. So how long am I willing to go through something like this? Not long anymore.
So are you cutting off people based on like a one and done thing, or are you like looking out for red flags the whole time? And if you are looking out for red flags, what are those red flags?
Both. So I'm always looking out for red fucking flags right away. I mean, shit, I'm sure I have red. I'm not trying to speak as if like I'm a victim. I'm just answering, I guess, questions. But when I meet someone, whether it's like a partner or like a friendship, I'm like right away like looking at all the things that bother me, but like I'm very, very, very observant, even if I'm not looking at you.
Same.
Right.
Yeah.
And now if you do some shit that's just like you didn't have to do all that. Whether it's something small, like how my friend was like, oh, FaceTiming everybody, like, oh, look who I'm with, haha.
Just like the sus behavior, yeah.
Yeah, like if you do some shit that you know deep down wasn't right, like I'm like one and done. Like how he said, I'm out. Like I'd rather be alone than around people that just act stupid for no reason by choice. You know what I mean? What would you do?
I'm like,
I guess at this point in your life, where are you at?
At this point in my life, I feel like I do look out for red flags because I want to be way more selective of the people I allow close to me. So I do look out for red flags. I'm not a one and done kind of person though. I'm such a benefit of the doubt person.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, well, yeah, they did this, but like maybe they had this going on or maybe this was going on. So like I want to be like a one and done person because I feel like that would save me like a lot of pain in the end. But like I can't help it that I am a benefit of the doubt person.
You just care a lot.
I need to do that a little less.
No, I don't think so.
My eyes be swollen every week from the crying.
No,
I
bitch.
swear.
I don't think you need to care less. I think you need to start caring about
Like more selective of who I care about.
Yeah, that's why when people tell me like, oh, like you're too nice. No, I'm not. Oh, you're too. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Why do I have to change my heart because y'all motherfuckers don't appreciate it?
That's true.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I like to be big hearted. I like to give back. I like to like be sweet and be giving. And if you use me, that's on you. That's your karma. If you hurt me, that's on you. That's not on me. Why do I have to change myself because you moved funny?
That's true.
So what does an ideal friend look like for you then? Like what is the ideal friend? Yeah.
Well, I'll answer that 1 second. You can go ahead first.
Okay.
I need time to think about that one.
Yeah, no. Ideal friend for me. I feel like the best way I can talk about an ideal friend is describing like the best friends I have now, like the qualities they have.
Yeah.
Because they're like I have never, the friends I have right now, they're the people that I want to like spend, it sounds funny, like spend the rest of my life with, but like for real, like that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like they are brutally honest with me. And like I respect that. Like even because like they'll catch me on my own bullshit, but then at the same time they'll catch me on my bullshit and wipe my tears at the same time. You know, like they're like there for me like 24/7, and we're not afraid to like call each other out. So it's just when people are keeping it real, I guess. Like that's the thing because a lot of people, a lot of friendships, they'll try to sugarcoat to protect their friends' feelings.
But in doing that, you're just hurting them even more.
So like and self-awareness. Self-awareness will take you so far. Like if you can be self-aware, that's just gonna contribute positive things into your relationships, I feel like. Yeah. So like if you're self-aware, you're totally honest all the time. And if you respond to my text messages
quickly, bitch.
Yeah, people don't be responding. So like if you add all that together, that's how my ideal friend is gonna be. Yeah.
For me, I think it'd be a little bit different just because like the fact that like I am in the public eye and my boundaries look a little bit different. My life is very, very different. Like I'm not trying to sound like Kim Kardashian, but like it's kind of hard to go to the grocery store sometimes. Like it is because I can't just like sometimes just like kick it. So I think with me, just like, I don't know.
Are you just trying to figure it out, you think?
No, just someone that like is like genuine. I don't know, like that just cares about me, even if I lost all my like money tomorrow, or even if I lost all my social media accounts, or even if I moved back into my mom's house tomorrow and I couldn't afford this house anymore. Someone that's still gonna be like, hey, like, you want to hang out? Like, oh my God, yes, bitch. Don't make me fucking cry, bitch. Like,
you
yes.
Get McDonald's off the dollar menu.
Yes, I'm about to go. I'll pick you up from work in my little old ass Saturn that I used to have. Like, just something genuine where I know they're going to care whether I was Salice Rose or not. And I haven't experienced that lately in a very long time. That's why it's hard for me to let go of friendships, because sometimes like I don't want to let go of like the ones who have been here before I was on social media. So someone who just cares without having to post about me 24/7, they just like, our friendship enough is valid enough for you to not post 24/7.
You're not something to be like flaunted. Like I'm friends with. Like you just like
like I'm a person too. You know, like I'm not a trophy. Like, I mean, be proud, yeah. But like, no, but like, in all seriousness, like, I'm not like a fucking trophy. Like, I'm a human. Like, I feel too. Like, I bleed red. I get sad. I get happy. I get depressed. I go through mental health shit all the time. I have a fucking therapist. Like, I have real fucking emotions and not just what you see behind the fucking camera. Like, sometimes, like, I just be crying. And I don't even know. I wouldn't know who to reach out to. You know what I mean? So
that makes me so sad.
Me too. But more, I don't know, just something genuine.
Yeah.
But you know, in good time, it'll happen. I'm not gonna go chasing and looking for friendships because the more that I do that, the more that I come across shitty ass people. Because you're not supposed to look for that shit. It's supposed to come to you, like in good timing. So
what's meant for you comes to you. I'm a big believer in that. So
yeah, the universe will give back to you or give to you
100%.
when it feels like you're ready, not when you think you're ready.
Very
it's
true.
not about you. You know what I mean? I don't know. In conclusion, always just set boundaries with your friends. Always have clear communication. Don't do something that you wouldn't want them doing behind your back. Don't forget about your friends when you're with somebody. Like, I think that's the most painful thing you can do to somebody.
Definitely.
Don't forget about the people who were there for you through your ups and downs, good days, bad days, and just treat, like, I mean, I didn't write the Bible. I know it's been rewritten, but just treat people the way that you would want to be treated.
Do unto others how you want to.
Exactly. And this is probably like a weird point. I know we're like ending right now, but like kind of like when I see a homeless person, right? Every time I give them money, it's always like $50 and up. I don't care. People always say, why do you give them money? You know they're going to go get drugs, right? Bitch, that's their business.
All right.
But I know that if I was homeless, what would I want in that moment? Help. So why do I help people? Because if I was in your fucking situation, I would need and want and pray for the fucking same. So always be true to who you are. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And if they don't treat you the way that you're treating them, which is good, I'm hoping, learn to walk away. Stop standing still and being depressed and dimming your fucking light for motherfuckers who don't even care about you. Like, just learn how to leave. Like, just leave. Just leave. And be around those who value you, I don't know, as a person, as a friend. Mm-hmm. Period. You know? What about you?
No, I agree. She signed, sealed, delivered, sent it out. She got it down.
No, I mean, what would you, let's say you had a daughter right now and she was like, Mom, how can I tell if someone really is my friend? What would you say to her?
Honestly, I would say basically the same things that you said. Is like, if they treat you in a respectable way, they like prioritize you, because friendships do have to be made a priority too. Like, they do. And like I'm gonna keep going back to self-awareness, because I feel like that is something a lot of people lack, because purposely they don't want to be self-aware, because that's how you see a lot of your bad qualities.
Yes, ma'am.
So I feel like, make sure that you have self-aware people, because if everyone's self-aware, then no one's gonna be intentionally doing each other dirty. If they are, that means they're fucked up. But yeah,
amen.
But yeah, you pretty much said everything that I was thinking.
In conclusion, you guys, just be a good fucking person, all right? Love others.
Not
and
that hard.
Yeah, if they don't love you, go love somebody else. Stop trying to love someone harder, because in doing that, they're still not going to accept your love, right? Just be around people who want to be around you. Love those who want to love you. Learn how to walk away even if it hurts, and have a good fucking day. Thank you for watching the Salice Rose Show, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.